All right, hey guys, hope everybody's doing good. I was going to let you know that we're going to be doing a reaction video, but before I start, definitely wanted to tell you again about my other YouTube show. It's called Casey Music Talk, and we're doing interviews with musicians about practicing, tips, troubles of being a musician, things to watch out for, being in bands, that kind of thing, helpful hint kind of stuff. So go check that out, Casey Music Talk. It's on my channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So we are going to do a reaction video today to a song by Phish. Now, if you've never heard of Phish, they're a really amazing band. They started in the late '80s, and they're basically one of the biggest jam bands that have ever lived. They were a kind of child out of the Grateful Dead, Allman Brothers kind of vibe, about having some kind of pop songs, but having a lot of jamminess in their in their songs, little jam sections, and we had this type of music, but nobody coined the phrase kind of jam band until Phish came around. And one interesting thing about Phish is they have this weird balance of that you can tell after you listen to them that they're extremely trained musicians and they're very good at their craft. And so they have they have a very kind of classical or jazz kind of mentality in their head, but you can tell in their heart they're rock guys. So they kind of have that really nice meld of rock music, but it's very, very complicated and it's very, very well put together, and the technique of it is very difficult to play. So these guys are absolutely awesome. This is probably my favorite band. This is one of my probably my favorite song of theirs, called Esther, and it's off of their first album, Junta, and so I don't know what else to really say about that, but I'll be stopping it from time to time and talk about different things. They'll start out with this little kind of circus music that is kind of silly. So you got a triplet thing, boom, chuck, chuck, boom, chuck, chuck, boom, chuck, chuck.
It was late one fall night at a fairground near town when Esther first saw the Armenian man, who groveled toward her and stood by her side with a bucket that swung in his hand.
Listen to the bass.
His grin stretched the folds of his pasty white cheeks, and his lips hurled a dollop of murk on the curb.
So what they're doing right there is they've got a kind of 6/8 or triplet thing going, boom, chuck, chuck, boom, chuck, chuck, and the bass is doing something called duple, right? Boom, bim, boom, bum, boom, bum, boom, bop, bop, boom, bop, bop, boom, bop, boom, boom. So the bass is doing a duple. They're doing a kind of triplet thing, and then the drums will come in with the triplet thing as well. So you hear this kind of crazy rhythm, syncopated rhythm going on.
And the lights from the rides showed a mischievous sparkle that flashed in his hollow-eyed stare. He said, "Little girl, you can chop off my legs and then peel off my socks if you want to. But I'd rather you took this old puppet from me that I hold in my pail as we speak."
God, these lyrics are weird.
And he stood looking down at the innocent girl, and she stared at the bucket, bewildered. Then he lifted the doll for the young girl to see, and a giant smile grew on his face. She saw the doll's eyes, and she couldn't resist, and she thanked the man quickly and ran to the church. And she burst through the doorway with puppet held high, and a hush filled
listen
the
to this
chapel,
transition
and
here.
the people looked mean.
Those drums. Holy crap, listen to that transition. So they go from what they were, then the drummer goes into the new tempo with his drums. Everybody stays the same, and then when they're ready to flip, it's just butter, and they go right into the new, and it's going to be like a Latin type feel. That's really, really nice how they did that. That's how you want to do transitions like that. If the crowd is talking to each other, you want to transition and they don't even know you've done it. It's so smooth.
And a hush filled the chapel, and the people looked mean.
It's a transition.
Esther tried in vain to pacify the mob. Quibble grew to spat, to wrangle, then to brawl. The frenzied congregation struggled desperately to fetch the pretty puppet snugly nestled deep in Esther's leather sack. Through the window of the church a storm began to rage, and Esther knew the time had come to flee. She scurried down the aisle toward the doorway in the distance,
background vocals,
and out into the rainstorm where she felt she would be free. But the wind was blowing harder, and her skirt began to billow, until finally her feet began to lift. And she rose above the houses, and the people, and the chimneys, and Esther and the doll were set adrift, floating higher over the hills and the valleys and treetops. They'd flutter and glide,
that drummer's killing it,
soaring and turning, suspended on air. With the earth far below them, they'd tumble and dive through the clouds.
I mean, this chord progression is bonkers. I mean, it's got to be in like D flat or something crazy, and they've just got chord. I mean, this is a difficult song to play. I wouldn't even know how they would do this live. I mean, this would be a very difficult song to play live. I mean, he's singing on top of this, playing his guitar part. Like, this song is tough. And then now we've got keyboards, so Paige McConnell, I think the guy's name is. It's beautiful. First of all, I have to say, look at that album cover. What's up with the noses? This is a creepy album cover. I mean, the noses walking in tempo or something, like marching or something. I mean, those are noses. Like what's up with the stuff down here? Like, that's crazy. Like, that's a crazy album cover. These guys are crazy. Here he does a little bit of a melody. Sounds so good. Goes up. He's on the guitar. Da 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 da. Little key change into a guitar, mini guitar solo. I don't know what kind of guitar or effect he's doing there. If he's rolling his, I don't know if he's rolling his volume in and out of that, or if he has that on a specific effect. But that's a really crazy sounding effect. Whoa, whoa. And a big transition right here.
And she began to tumble earthward till she landed in the nasty part of town.
What's up there? What's up with that?
She glanced about the village, sure to find the evil men who rob and pillage in the darkest hour of night. Nervously she fumbled for the pouch that held the puppet on her rump. Feeling quite outnumbered, Esther hid behind a nearby pile of lumber, where she waited till the dawn. 'Cause it would have been a blunder to succumb to a hoodlum on the prowl.
It would have been a blunder to succumb to a hoodlum on the prowl. Dude, get that out. The lyrics in this song are absolutely crazy. I mean, it's a whole story they're portraying, right? And I mean, the way I view it is that like a whole bunch of terrible crap happens to this girl, basically. But you hear the music, and the music's all like sad and happy. Like it's really bonkers when they have songs like this, that the music doesn't really fit the story, or the music kind of is enhancing the story in the way that you don't think of. The song is kind of sad. Back to the Latin.
When the morning came, she wandered through the streets, along the chilly lake that lay beside the town. At last a peaceful moment, but she thought she heard a sound. It was an angry mob of joggers coming up to knock her down. As Esther stood and shook her head, the joggers were approaching, and she knew she had no choice left but to swim. As the frosty water sank its bitter teeth into her hide, she tried to slide the heavy clothing from her skin. Naked now, she made her way toward the shore, when suddenly she felt the tiny tugging at her toe. And the puppet she'd forgotten wrapped its tiny little arms around her ankle, and it wouldn't let her go. The waves seemed to open and swallow her whole, as the doll pulled her down through the eerie green deep, and the sound of the laughing old man filled her ears as she drifted
Some
away.
of the tapering they do here at the vocals. Chords in the song are just absolutely beautiful. Melody. A nice little guitar solo to end up. That is a killer beat. Wow, that's an amazing song. That's a beautiful, beautiful song. I mean, the chords are incredible. The Latin beat, whichever Latin beat that was really nice. The story was absolutely crazy, and they had some really nice lyrics in there. I mean, this is a really, really well done song. This is what music should be like, as far as I'm concerned. So go check out some more Phish. All of their albums are wonderful. I think they have at least 10 out there. So go check those out, and hope you guys like that, and we'll be back with some more of these. So I will see you later.